What's up, REL 10B? This is going to be your final recap with me, the ever-amazing Sace. And joining me this week to finally talk about Chorfs is that one Chorf coach that doesn't seem to suck, Puckstop from REL 2?
Two.
There we go. REL 2, the quagmire of elves and
I would debate
slow
that.
players.
I do suck.
I mean, most Chorf players suck because you're all scum. And all Chorf players are awful people. No, Chorfs are awful, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
I'll remember that next season.
Yeah. Everybody comes up like, I'll remember that, and then yet here I am, king of REL. Anyways, I have an extreme distaste for Chorfs. Let's jump into it and go look at this week 3 of the Swiss. You with me, Puck?
Yep.
All right, 2-1. Dead Elves Passing versus the Axe Grinders. This is the upset I wanted to see. Second and third place right here. Did not expect the Vanilla Elves to beat out Poe's scary dwarfs. So, if you don't know Puck, there's 2 High Elf teams in this division. One who only rolls normal skills, and the other who has a piling on mighty blow catcher and a bunch of agi-ups. And did you forget you have push to talk on? And he's not in here anymore. So let's there. Whoop. There we go.
I'm back.
All right. Let's try this again. We're talking about week 3 in the Swiss. Are you with me?
I saw it. 2-1.
2-1. And now let's talk about the Elves. Because one only rolls normals, and the other has a mighty blow piling on catcher and agi-ups.
Oh, jeez.
This is the one that only rolls normals, and just beat probably, let's see, second or third place to secure second for now.
I think he was third.
Yeah, so good on you, A-Grain. It's real nice. And then we have East End Geezers drawing the perennial suck-ass losers, Reality Kings. You should also know, I only took this recap job so I could talk bad about Superfed. So.
Totally unbiased, right?
No, completely biased. I can't stand the man. He's a horrible human being. East End Geezers.
He's my recapper. I can't really say much.
He's my recapper too. You can say all you want. East End Geezers secures first place with this win. Nobody can even get close. A-Grain wins this week. He can get 1 point off. But with a 12-point TD diff, it doesn't even matter. So East End Geezers with a draw, securing first place and a playoff run against Big O Div 1.
Well done, Wedge. Congrats.
Yeah, really nice to see Fed actually coming out strong. You know, he had a rough start of the season, but he's now 3-3-6. It's not great, but it's not bad, and he did say this is a building season. Hate to see, I discussed it last week, but Barnaby Rudge, the ball carrying hobgoblin, has leveled up yet again, needing an MVP. I said you might want to fire him at some point, but you might need him for playoffs, and now he's just eating more level ups. So we'll have to take a look at that when we get there. So another upset in the draw. Was not expecting to see that. We go on down to Conquering Your Fears versus the REBBL Leader People. This is Spicosaurus versus 130. And boy, do they love each other.
I can imagine.
They're both rookie coaches and admins and whatnot.
Yeah.
So they came out really wanting to play each other. And I believe... Actually, we should look here. How did they come out against each other? Because they had to play each other twice this season. 2-1, though. 130 wins. I'm going to go look at what they came out last time. REBBL Leader People. Drew last time, so Spicosaurus clearly not as good as 130.
There you have it. The facts only.
The facts only. 2-1. That would be the High Elf team with the piling on mighty blow catcher and all the agi-ups.
That is disgusting.
Really gross, really gross.
And the only good elf is a dead or a slave elf, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could agree. Elves have been my bane this season.
Elves are always my bane.
Next up is the oddly named Nurgle team, the Yield Guard, and the oddly not Nurgle team, Festering Sores.
Hold on a second.
Festering Sores is the Skaven team. Yield Guard is the Nurgle team.
That's not how those names go.
You would expect Brett's versus Nurgle there, yeah?
Yeah, he's forever known as Festering Sores now. I've changed his name.
Hindi is
The
now
Nurgle.
Festering... Oh, yeah? Okay. So, Yayo next season, just so you know. 2-0, not surprising. 3 passes, though. Wow. 12 armor breaks, 1 expulsion, 2 touchdowns. Lots of SPP for Yayo, so good for another building. And then we had Tolerant Left versus California Love. I said it. These 2 coaches both have no wins this season. And so the no-win coaches went up against each other, and this was their chance for one of them to get a win and come out, and they can't do it. I was going to... It's... Ugh. So...
That's a rough first season.
Not saying Nocturnal and Drunkernut that you're losers, but... Yep. I think Nocturnal's ready to be done with these humans, by the way. They're pretty much cashed in for him. I don't think they've been going too well. And Drunkernut is drunk.
Didn't Nox last human team just get imploded and then he re-rolled to this one?
Did he? Is he a human? I don't know. I don't know. Thought he was...
He was a human, I thought.
Okay, I'll believe you.
I could be completely crazy. Probably am.
Either way, it's been a rough season, and neither of them have a win yet. All right. Real quick, as this is going to be the last recap you get out of me, because I'm lazy, before we get into talking about the Nurgle team and your champion, let's take a quick flip through. Nocturnal's team, end of the season, pretty sure they're getting re-rolled. Ooh, that's new. They went from having 2 agi ups to having 2 strength ups. Wow.
The old flip.
Yeah, so I wonder, I know Nocturnal wasn't enjoying humans, but that's a nice team.
That is a very nice beginning team.
At least if he gets rid of them, I hope he sells them to the market, Nocturnal. If you decide not to keep them, sell these to the market, because we always need more human teams, I think. Right? It's really nice.
Yeah, I think JJ last year won his whole division by buying off the market with some really good human players.
I mean, more than a few coaches have bought
really
themselves into competition with the market.
Yeah, it's always helpful.
Strength 4 blitzers, and I guess you can get rid. Guess you can get rid of the Agi 4 movement bust, but the other one's gorgeous.
Yeah, those are some scary blitzers and catchers.
Yeah, real nice. Superfed, was the TV leader, but now it's 130. So let's go look at Superfed. Should be going into a second season with the less rage-inducing Kislev team. Everybody's looking good. Lots of block. Team Squirt on his way to another level up. Safe with Blodge. And somehow Money Talks has made it through a whole season as a guard catcher and not died.
Not bad, not bad.
Yeah, should be another frustrating season for Fed, but at least he's got skills now.
TV bloat.
I mean, Kislev are all bloat anyways.
Yes, I know. They go up so fast.
Yeah, looks good. It's same as Nurgle. Looks good for next season. Then we got Yeo with the Yield Guard, or now Festering Sores, as they've been renamed. So, I don't know how much you know about Nurgle, but this team leveled up all their warriors first, and it's fantastic.
Wow. Yeah, that's solid.
That's a great first season. I really hope Yeo sticks with them because this is a team that is ready for the second season.
That's a very, very good Nurgle team.
Yep, came out 4th, too, with it. Which is...
It's first season Nurgle? That's pretty solid.
Is, especially in a division of all returning coaches.
Oh, yeah.
So, really nice. Congrats to you. Festering Sores, Hindi. The only non-veteran that I know of.
Birds.
Damn birds. He beat up poor Wedge and his chorus with this single Mighty Blow claw piece that is now Claw Palm. Really good Storm Vermin. This is a nice starting rat team. I got no complaints.
Yeah. No, it's definitely pretty solid.
Yeah? You think it's
Got some
pretty...
good levels across the board.
What do you think of the big hand, dude?
I mean, he can just dodge right in with 2 heads and everything and just pick up the ball and run away. I do not like it.
Fair enough. Then we have Raven Poe, who might actually be re-rolling because this was his non-thinking season. I think he's done with dwarves. But this was supposed to be a boomer inducement team. He has the stadium enhancement for star players, and now he bought himself a death roll to end it out. So hopefully Poe can finish strong, maybe in second place with the dwarves before he goes back to playing shenanigans.
He is the shenanigan guy. Him and Squiggy.
Him and Squiggy. I don't know if Squiggy's shenanigans. Isn't Squiggy mostly elves?
Oh, yeah. No, I'm dumb. I'm thinking of someone else.
Who are you thinking of?
I honestly can't even remember the name. I'm just being dumb.
All right.
Shut up now and stop embarrassing myself.
Well, I'd rather you not shut up, seeing as you're my co-host. REBBL leader, people. Look at that segue. I don't know about Zons into a second season, but they're looking good. It's a standard Zon team. You got Rackle, you got Mighty Blow, you got Guard, you got Blodge.
I'm always so jealous when I see all this Blodge.
Isn't it nice?
Coach.
Yeah, as a Chorf coach, that Blodge. Such a awful thing to deal with.
Did he name all his players after REBBL people?
They're all admins.
Yeah. I guess that would go along with the name.
Wouldn't it? It was a lot of fun figuring out who everybody was at the start of the season. Who's not a weeb? I don't know who not a weeb is. Spicosaurus, I know you're going to be watching this. Go ahead and comment with who not a weeb is. Then we have 130, Conquering Your Fears. This is the Gross Elf team with, wow, 3 Agi-ups. And the Piling on Mighty Blow, and a Guard Catcher, and, yeah, bloated to all hell. These are the elves you hate to see.
Oh my god. No, someone shoot these things.
Yep, it's a lot of Agi 5. I also love the catcher.
Oh.
Snakes is 1 SPP away from getting block.
That's a terrifying. That is a bashy elf team too, and they're just gonna run away from you.
Movement 8, Agi 4, Piling on Mighty Blow.
Would you take block on him, or would you take tackle?
I'd take block first. He needs, and then you go block and tackle. It's both gonna happen, but block first.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, I guess you're gonna be hunting skinks. You can always save it. It's gonna happen either this last game or whatever. But you can save it for your new season, and find if you're really facing a lot of skinks or elves or something. But I think I'd still go block.
Yeah, he also does have other tackle pieces too, which is nice.
Yeah. So 130 looking good for next season. We're skipping over Wedge because that's gonna be the last one. Drunk or Not, our other perennial loser. Looks about the same as the last time I saw it. A little bit more guard and a frenzy piece, but it's Zons. I think a little less developed than the other Zon team, but he does have that cool thrower with strong arm.
It's a pretty solid. I think it's a little less developed, yeah, a little less blodge, but still a very well-rounded Amazon team.
I don't know if you keep it in the second season. I mean, keeping any Zon into further seasons is questionable, but maybe not one like this. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then A-Grain, our elf who came in second right now. And this is standard elves, still. Bruce Lee took a movement bust and a level up. Wonder if he's
a very agility division.
It is, and there's also, you know, a Chorf team and a Dwarf team to feast on it. But yeah, it's a pretty heavily elf-ridden division, but it's a lot of bash coaches who swapped over as Y.
I do like all the variations on the teams too. It's a good variety of teams in here.
It's nice to see. It seems like a fun division. I hope everybody enjoyed it. Just need a lizard in here. And that's everybody. Yeah. Let's go look at Wedge. So this is the champion. He's going to go against somebody from the Big O Div 1. Right now it's D's MFK and the Dominators, who were in playoffs, the finals against Ornan. There's also a really good chance that it is Sandoon, who is a Super Bowl champion, Jape NZ, or Papa Nasty. You gotta hope you're not the guy hitting Papa Nasty round 1.
Yeah, nobody wants the nasty.
No one wants the nasty. Alright, let's take a look at them because they are looking good. I don't know how well you know Wedge, but Wedge is a man who likes to reroll teams. This is his 4th team? 3rd. Let's see. He was Nurgle. He was something before that. Necro? Maybe? I don't know. You're going to have to Wedge update me on what you were. This may be the 3rd. Either way, he's got one more game to level up before playoffs. I guess maybe you hope Ruby Murray gets enough SPP to level.
You know, 3 chores within, or 4 chores within MVP. I'd say you want Hank leveled just to get him an extra skill.
Just get more guard, I would think.
Yeah.
Barnaby Rudge, who leveled up, took kickoff return. 100k on 100k Hobgoblin.
That's a very bloaty hob.
So I don't know though that he could get rid of him because let's see here. Only one of the Dark Elf teams has Strip Ball. Well, let's take a look here. He has a 1 in 4 chance of hitting Strip Ball, so he actually could, if he didn't hit Japed NZ, he could fire Barnaby Rudge if he wanted to be a little bit leaner. But at the point that you're facing a bunch of heavily developed Big O teams, you might not want to worry about it. He's going to get inducements anyways.
Always got to go with Nobla.
He's going to get a ton of inducements, I think, on everybody except for Sandoon. If Sandoon takes 2nd in the last week, which probably the lowest chance, he's at 23. The other 2 are at 25, and Papa Nest is at 26. So for Sandoon to get it, he would need Papa Nasty to lose or get a draw or win, and he would have to win, and then Dees and Jape would have to lose or get a draw, and Sandoon would have to get, Sandoon would have to get a win with 4 touchdowns, and then both Dees and Jape would have to lose or draw. No, both of them would have, Sorry.
Yeah, so very unlikely.
Very unlikely it's Sandoon. I'm sorry, Wedge. Chances are it's going to be Jape NZ, Dees, or Papa Nasty in the last weeks. Actually, it's a really good chance that because a draw on Jape or Dees has them breaking with a head-to-head. Only wins would move Papa Nasty on, so it's a really good chance he's got Dees or Jape. So either very advanced Dark Elves or scary, scary Norse. Anyways, give me your thoughts on this team. Take a look at it. Formulate some comments and talk to me about chores.
Very good couple developed Bull Salt jars. I like them.
You like the Blodge, and they both got break tackle recently at the end of the season here, which is great.
Yeah, break tackle makes them so much better. You can cut corners and just really abuse your movement with him.
Your plus movement and the dodge helps too, so they're both great ball carrier options. And then he's got a 100k sunk on Barnaby Rudge.
Can very easily do a 1-turn with the 7 movement Bull Centaur too, which helps up.
Yeah, should be nice. Then let's get into blockers. Talk to me about blockers.
Oh, well, he's missing the 2. Got to get the 2 more guard. He's got a nice little claw piece developed there. He's injured. Nickel, I'm assuming.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be rough. But he's got some good develop. I like the strength 4 blocker. That's nice.
Where do you think he should just focus on getting the last two blockers leveled up for playoffs?
I'd say so. The blockers are so helpful just to get in the way and let your rest of your team do stuff.
And where do you think he should be looking next season?
For leveling, or
Yeah, for the team.
I'd get rid of that hobgoblin. But I'm a heavy proponent for bull carriers, and he's already got a really good bull carrier in the block dodge.
Even the plus movement's a great bull carrier. They're both great.
Oh, yeah.
So, what would you get on each of the bulls when they level up?
Tackle on one of them, make him into blitzer.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'd take sure hands on the next one.
Which one, though? Would you take sure hands on Blodge or sure hands on the plus movement?
The plus movement's nice and everything on a ball carrier, but your cage is usually really slow, and you just get kind of slowed down. You don't really use the movement as much, I find at least.
You stick with the rest of your team, which is slow.
Yeah, but having a Bull Centaur blitzer with extra movement makes him really nice to cover from side to side if you ever slightly get out position, which is very easy.
All right. Yeah, this is a great looking team. How do you think he would fare against? I don't know if you can pull up. If you look in REBBL.net, you can pull up the 3 teams that he might face against. Who do you think is going to be the biggest trouble? Papa Nasty?
Papa Nasty. It's always Papa Nasty. That is a disgusting orc team.
2,500? 2,600. Yeah. 2,600.
And I don't even want to count how much guard he actually has on it. 1,
Not
2,
a lot.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guard.
Where are we getting 7? I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, 7. 7, but you figure you want all the blitzers in, the thrower, and then the 4 black orcs, so what's that, 8, 9, I guess you could get every single guard piece in.
He might be able to handle Papa Nasty just with the claw if he gets some good removal. And he'll have tons of inducements.
Yeah, anybody would have.
Morka.
I would get tons of inducements against Papa Nasty.
Oh, yeah. I would, too. I'd get like 800.
It's crazy. All right, so no point talking about Papa Nasty because that's David and Goliath. What about D's MFK?
Oh, I clicked on the other one.
Okay, what about J-Penzies and the Doom Wishes? It's Chorfs, they're elves. What do you think? It's the biggest problem.
I mean, Chorfs are always nice against elves because tackle across the board. A good amount of sidestep on those dark elves that is going to just be annoying as heck. It all depends on the Kaz game, but that's probably, I think that's his best bet is the dark elves.
Even over the, I guess the Dominators are pretty strong with the 2 Strength ups and the 3 Agi ups.
Yeah, and the Yeti and...
I mean, he does outguard them, technically. No, he ties them. No, he doesn't outguard them. I lied, they have 4. So,
yeah,
let's hope...
I think Dark Elves would be his best guess.
Let's hope Jape NZ wins or draws and D's loses. If they draw, I don't know who wins that. Either way, Wedge, hopefully it works out for you.
I'm counting on you, Wedge, to get to the Super Bowl. I want to choke off when I make it.
Bold prediction. We've already learned that playoffs is Nurgle only. Nurgle and Necro. All right, so 1680, not super undeveloped for a Chorf team. So
yeah, I really love how lean Chorf teams are generally.
Yeah, that's
they don't bloat too bad.
We're looking at what, 12-player roster, 1680 with a strength up and a movement. Pretty nice, pretty nice.
Block basically across the board with guard.
Yeah, only 3 non-block pieces, and they're going to be your fodder anyways.
They're just for kicking people.
All right, let's look at the schedule and the last week. Easton Geezers has already played 2-0'd. Oh, wow. Eastern Gazers has already 2-0'd Poe, so that's completely settled. So, no point worrying about that. Let me see here real quick. Gotta look at what we're at here. 10B. So, 10B.
8 armor breaks.
28, no one can catch him, and Poe is guaranteed no better than third. So, Poe can be undone if Yeo draws. So, let's see here. Conquering your fears for dead elf passing. Elf off once again to prove who's the better elf. I'm pretty sure that A-Grain won last time, or they drew. But A-Grain is got a chance to lose second place if Yeo wins and scores more than 2 touchdowns or whatever else. But 130 solidly in the middle, not going to be upsetting anyone. So that's a game for A-Grain. Oh, 1-3 has already happened as well. I didn't see that. It just hasn't been confirmed. Jeez, 10B. Settle down. It's Wednesday and there's already 2 games played.
Put it on the draw.
Yeah, so Hindi, once that's... Let's see here. That has not been updated yet. So Hindi, once that's done, will be in 7th place still. Does not move the bar at all for him. And Nocturnal finishes the season with no wins. Rip. Sorry, buddy.
If only there was divisions for Super to get relegated to.
It's not Superfed, though. It's Nocturnal. Superfed has the REBBL leader people. That would be Spicosaurus and his Fouling Zons in 5th place versus Superfed in 8th place. If Fed wins this, he could overtake Hindi and at least come out in 7th. Middle of the pack, Fed. I believe in you.
I don't.
All right. Puck doesn't believe in you. Tolerant left, yield guard. We already said that Yeo, if he wins and gets better than 2 or gets 2 and has a head-to-head diff over A-Green, he could take 2nd place. But even a draw will put him over Poe and bump Poe down to 4th. But, Spicosaurus could win and bump Poe down to 5th. So, not super important because there's only 1 playoff slot for the letter divs. But you can shake it up a little bit, people. So there's 3 games left. Which one would you most likely want to watch, Puck? The Elf-Off, the Zons vs. Nurgle, or the Zons vs. Kislev?
I mean, Zons vs. Kislev just sounds hilariously fun to watch.
I would say that Fed's games are always fun to watch. Well, since
the Elf-Off is just going to be, I dodge away, and that's boring.
Well, since we can't pick the, end of the season first place match between the Axe Grinders and the East End Geezers, let's go with my excited Lumi game of the week is Reality Kings versus REBBL Leader people. Let's see if Fed can do better than Hindi. Or not. Either way, that's been your recap. And it's been a pleasure recapping for you all season. I'd like to thank my guest Puckstop for joining me to talk about Chorfs. And
thanks for having me.
Yeah, no problem. And good luck to Wedge in playoffs. Hopefully you'll get your Chorf versus Chorf matchup somewhere. I don't know where you guys match up.
Chorf versus Chorf Mega Bowl.
We already had the Norse Mega Bowl, so maybe it'll happen. Either way, good luck going into next season, boys.